Rob, to conclude, the Proteas squad players were all chosen on merit. Why is it that we always seem to come back to this issue of quotas, transformation? Is it just a cop-out for us not being able to just sort of accept a defeat?
Yeah, it's a difficult one because it's the truth has sort of many sides to it. The one thing we do have to remember is that it was going to be necessary for there to be a rebalance. South Africa went through many decades of apartheid, which was that sort of most reviled political system, which meant that for decades the vast majority of people in this country could not be selected for our national team. Our national team was lily white for years and years on end, and there was going to have to be a sort of a constructive process undertaken to rebalance that, an aggressive one. The other thing you've got to remember is that.
But is that the problem, the aggressive approach, trying to sort of do it overnight?
I suppose this. How aggressive is aggressive? It's the old "how long is a piece of string" argument. What is the right tally? How many players of colour should there be in the team at any one time? We could debate that till the cows come home. What we do know is that it's gradually sort of picked up, as it should really. In an ideal world, what you'd like is for it to happen as a natural process. And there's also a case for saying that was happening anyway, because we are starting to see some big breakthroughs this year. I'm very heartened by the way Themba Bavuma came into the national side. Okay, he didn't quite come off in the couple of test matches he did play, but I love the way he responded afterwards this season by making a ton of runs for South Africa straight afterwards, and then back again for the Lions. That showed that he's sort of got some enduring, sort of qualities of temperament and ability. You've got a youngster like Kagiso Rabada, a 19-year-old, very, very exciting fast bowler, coming to the fore now. So, there's lots to be positive about. And a lot of people would almost be thinking, well, shouldn't we just let sort of this very pleasing natural sort of evolution sort of take place and steer clear of a lot of the sort of controversy? It's a highly complex issue, and one that is going to stay around for a while, because the more aggressively the cause of sort of black development is championed, the more it's going to marginalise some of the players from the sort of the traditional cricket market, if you like. But South Africa's also got to open up. We need the sort of broader population. We've seen in rugby as well. They're trying to put bums on seats. You need to actually appeal. The game needs to appeal to new sectors of the community. Rugby is working quite hard to sort of market the game to sectors of the community that haven't really been that interested necessarily in sort of Super Rugby and the national team, and with a little bit of success. And cricket's doing exactly the same. So there is a legitimacy to a lot of what goes on. But you in the end, you always just hope that sort of cool heads across the board will come to the fore and govern. And perhaps that isn't always strictly happening, which is unfortunate.